The library existed before time itself, a relic of an era beyond our comprehension, before memory. Some whisper it formed from a single word echoing through the void, a word so powerful it birthed an entire realm. Others claim it was always there, nestled in the very fabric of reality, a constant presence in an ever-changing universe, a monument to stories, a labyrinth of ink and parchment where every corner held a new adventure waiting to be discovered. It was a place whispered about in hushed tones, dreamed of in the deepest of sleeps, but rarely found by those who sought it. And those who did stumble upon its threshold rarely escaped its grasp, becoming part of its endless collection. The library was a living entity. Its corridors shifted like the tides, books rearranged themselves on shelves as if by magic. Whispers of forgotten languages echoed through the endless stacks, a symphony of voices from ages long past. It held within its heart every story ever told, every tale yet to be written, a repository of the world's collective imagination. It was a universe of words, and it hungered for new additions to its vast collection, ever expanding, ever evolving. Lena Ashford gasped, her eyes snapping open. She lay on a cold stone floor, the scent of aged paper and leather heavy in the air. She sat up, her head spinning. Where was she? How did she get here? Panic welled up inside her. She remembered a park, a flash of light, and then nothing. She was in a vast chamber, the ceiling lost in shadow far above. Towering bookshelves lined the walls, disappearing into the gloom. The air hung heavy with the weight of countless stories. A shiver ran down her spine. This place felt ancient, powerful, and very, very wrong. She had to get out. Lena wandered through the labyrinthine corridors for what felt like hours, her footsteps echoing softly against the ancient stone floors. The air was thick with the scent of old parchment and forgotten stories. Each corner she turned, revealing more of the library's endless maze. The silence was broken only by the rustle of unseen creatures and the whisper of turning pages. It was as if the library itself was alive, breathing softly in the dim light, its secrets waiting to be uncovered. Just when her hope began to dwindle, she saw him. A shadowy figure barely visible in the dim light, standing at the end of a long corridor. Her heart raced as she approached, curiosity and fear mingling within her. A figure shrouded in shadow, seated at a massive oak desk. The desk was covered in ancient tomes and scrolls, their pages yellowed with age. The figure's presence was both intimidating and intriguing. He looked up, his face hidden in the depths of his hood. The dim light cast eerie shadows across his features, making it impossible to discern his expression. In his gloved hand, he held a key. It was old and ornate, its surface etched with intricate designs that seemed to tell a story of their own. But not just any key. This one was wrought in the shape of a serpent, its eyes glittering like rubies. The key seemed to pulse with a life of its own, as if it held the power to unlock more than just doors. Lost, little one? His voice was a dry rasp, like the turning of brittle pages. It sent a shiver down Lena's spine, the sound both ancient and wise. We've all been lost here at some point or another. The library has a way of drawing in those who seek knowledge, but it also has a way of keeping them. Lena knew she had to be careful, for the keeper of lost words was not one to be trifled with. The figure, who called himself the archivist, spoke of the library's true purpose. His voice was a whisper, yet it echoed through the vast, dimly lit room. We are the keepers of stories, child. The curators of forgotten lore. Every book here holds a piece of history, a fragment of a soul. He gestured to the serpent key, its intricate design glinting in the faint light. This is the only way out, but be warned, the path is fraught with peril. The library guards its secrets jealously. It does not take kindly to intruders. Lena's heart pounded in her chest, a drumbeat of fear and anticipation. She had to escape. But how could she trust this cryptic being? His eyes held secrets she couldn't fathom. As if reading her thoughts, the archivist chuckled softly. "Don't hesitate, child. Time moves differently here. What seems like hours could be lifetimes outside these walls. Every second counts." He pushed the serpent key towards her, its cold metal sending a shiver down her spine. "Now go before the curators realize you're here. They will not show mercy." With a trembling hand, Lena took the key. She had to try. Her only hope lay in trusting the archivist's words. Following the archivist's cryptic instructions, Lena navigated the shifting corridors, her heart pounding. She reached a massive door, its surface pulsing with an eerie light. With a deep breath, she inserted the serpent key. The door swung open, revealing a blinding light. As she stepped across the threshold, the serpent key in her hand transformed. It was no longer a key, but a quill, its tip glowing with an otherworldly ink. And in her mind, a single phrase echoed. A story must be written. She turned back, but the door was gone. The library had chosen its new librarian, and Lena was trapped within its pages.